My name is Amber Fitzgerald. I'm from Washington, Missouri. I came to Mitchell Hamline as part of the blending and learning option. Being the first editor-in-chief of a law review nationally to come from a blending and learning option demonstrates to me and the greater legal community that students that are not traditional, that work full-time, that have families that just can't make it to campus, have the same opportunities and the same capabilities. We're receiving the same amazing education here at Mitchell Hamline and demonstrating that we have something to contribute. For me, Mitchell Hamline was really the only option. I was working full-time, I got married young, and my husband and I had a child relatively quickly. And going to law school, though it was my lifelong dream, simply wasn't an option. One of my coworkers one day encouraged me to look up law schools to see if maybe there was a night program nearby that was an option. There wasn't, but in my search I found Mitchell Hamline. And I remember looking at the website and going, this is my one shot. Like, if I can make it, I can be a lawyer. The blended learning program that I'm in is asynchronous, which means that I can listen to the lectures and do the work on my schedule. Our work has a set deadline, Sunday at 11:59. Anytime before then, you can do all of the work. You can turn it in 3 days early. You don't have to sit in a classroom. You're not required to sit for lectures at a certain time. Even office hours with our professors, which are scheduled, are recorded. The structure of the program gives us constant engagement. So every week you are forced to engage with the material and demonstrate that not only have you done all of the reading, but that you understand it. You're assigned an adjunct professor for each of your classes that is your personal liaison that really gives you insight into your assignments and gives you feedback. The blended learning option gives you the same great professors that you would have at Mitchell Hamline otherwise, just in a different format. So what it allows us to do is access this education on our time frame. I work during the day, and like I said, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and that requires a lot of my time. So by the time she's ready to go to bed, I'm ready to start all of my schoolwork for the evening. And it means that I really do have to pace myself. I have to recognize what do I have coming up and how much can I reasonably accomplish in an evening so that by the time I get to Saturday at 11:59 and things are actually due, I'm ready to submit them. One of the things to recognize with the blending learning program is it is very intense. As soon as the semester starts till it ends, you are going nonstop on your work. And that only intensifies when you come to campus for the capstone week. We spend a lot of hours 1 week on campus, face-to-face with our professors, doing skills exercises, preparing us to negotiate, to be in a courtroom, all of the things that you would expect from a traditional program. The blended option has allowed me personally to meet a lot of people from across the country that I never would have developed relationships with otherwise. We're all in this boat together, but we have to be very intentional about developing these relationships. And I firmly believe that these relationships will last throughout our careers. I'm very passionate about what the school is doing and the access that it provides. And because now I've been through it and I know that the education is fantastic, I can confidently stand behind it and say, yes, our students should be going here, and yes, this system works. One of the things that I've noticed in all of the blended learning students I have come into contact with is we all have competing priorities, but we all choose to be here. It's a huge commitment, but we've all stood together and said, this is what we're going to do and we're going to make it through. We're all here for an end goal, and we see what we want and we're willing to work really hard to get there. And if you have that mentality, then this is a good program for you.